Now we're going to look at constructing a rectangle. So first of all, I need a segment. And the difference with rectangles and most other quadrilaterals are the 90-degree angles. So the secret to doing it is to use this little icon up here called perpendicular line. So I'm going to click on that, and then all you have to do is click on the segment or line you want it perpendicular to make a right angle, and click on the point that it should go through. Same thing here. So now I have both of these lines that are perpendicular to AB, and let's see, I need to make another corner on my rectangle. So I can pick my point anywhere on here because I don't really care how long BC is. And then if I do a perpendicular, there are two ways I could do it. One, I could construct with a compass. I could say, well, let me measure this, and opposite sides have to be parallel, and then take the intersection like we were doing before, and there's my point. The other way I could do it, and let me go ahead and hide this, click on that, and then right click, hide. So if I hide the circle, the other way I could do it is also do a perpendicular line, which is perpendicular to here and through point C. Guess where it intersects? Now I really don't want the lines, so I'm going to go ahead and hide them. So unshow. I'm right clicking and then clicking the show. And then I can go ahead and maybe the easiest thing to do is just click polygon and then start from A to B to C to E to A. And the cool thing, how can I make sure these are perpendicular? Well, I could click on this angle tool, and if I click on here, you can see those are all 90-degree angles, which makes sense. I was using a perpendicular line. If I wanted to, I could also, let me go ahead and do the algebra. So I'm going to view algebra here. So I can see my segments. And my segments are, they should have little lengths on them. That looks like my segments here. Yeah. So you can see that the opposite segments are parallel. And so one thing, I'm going to hit Shift. Not the way I wanted to go. So I'm going to click on A1 again, Shift, and then click there. So I have them all highlighted at the same time. Right click, Object Properties, and I'll say Show. I don't really want the name. I want how long they are. And you can see that the opposite sides are always congruent. So basically, I constructed a rectangle using, there were two different ways I could do it. One, I could make sure that I have these lines that are perpendicular to my original segment, so I really want those. And then I could either just do a perpendicular line to the other segment and do the intersection there, or I could make these two congruent, and that also worked to create my rectangle. Now, because the blue points are points I can still adjust. So you can see I've got that. I can even adjust B, rotate it, and this rectangle will always stay a rectangle. Opposite sides are congruent, and the angles of the polygon are 90 degrees.